Pushing up daisies is an English idiom that means someone is dead and buried. It is a figurative and somewhat humorous way of referring to death, often used to soften the seriousness of the subject. Rather than stating directly that a person has died, the expression creates a more indirect and sometimes lighter tone, depending on the context. Despite its gentle imagery, it still clearly conveys the idea that someone is no longer alive. The phrase is based on a visual metaphor. When a person is buried in the ground, plants and flowers may eventually grow above the burial site. Daisies, being common wildflowers, are often used in this imagery. The idea is that the person beneath the soil is pushing up the flowers as they grow. While this is not literally true, the image is vivid and easy to understand, making it an effective way to describe death in a less direct manner. Historically, the idiom became popular in the early 20th century, especially in informal speech. It has appeared in literature, films, and everyday conversation, as a way to refer to death without sounding too harsh or clinical. Because it uses natural imagery, it can sometimes feel poetic, even though it may also carry a slightly dark or ironic tone. This dual quality makes it a versatile expression in storytelling and humor. In modern usage, pushing up daisies is often used in a light-hearted or joking context, particularly when discussing fictional characters or exaggerated situations. For example, someone might say, "If he keeps taking risks like that, he'll be pushing up daisies soon," implying danger in a humorous way. However, it can also be used in a more serious tone, though this requires sensitivity to avoid sounding disrespectful. The tone of the idiom is important to consider. Because it refers to death in an indirect and sometimes playful way, it may not be appropriate in all situations, especially when speaking about real people who have recently passed away. In such cases, more respectful and straightforward language is usually preferred. Understanding when and where to use the expression is key to effective communication. The idiom also reflects how language can help people cope with difficult topics. By using metaphor and imagery, speakers can discuss death in a way that feels less overwhelming. Expressions like pushing up daisies show how humor and creativity can be used to approach serious subjects, making them easier to talk about in certain contexts. In conclusion, pushing up daisies is a vivid and memorable idiom that refers to being dead and buried, using natural imagery to soften the concept of death. Its poetic and sometimes humorous tone allows it to be used in informal or light-hearted situations, though care must be taken in sensitive contexts. By understanding this expression, speakers can appreciate how language blends imagery and meaning to address even the most serious aspects of human experience.